Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today? My name is Jay. How are you doing? You doing okay? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. We're doing some questions, getting to know Jay. This one's going to be about for healing. We're always needing something, right? We're always needing some reflection. So what I'm doing, the last few videos I've been making this morning, which has been very good because I've been doing a lot of reflection. My hair, sorry. Okay. So today, we're going to be covering, I don't know how many are, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, probably 20 questions here. We're going to make them quick, but it's about healing. Maybe it won't be quick. This might be a long one. So grab a cup of coffee, grab your bottle of water, get into a comfy chair, and sit down and let's do this together. We're going to hit question number 1. Name 5 memories when you were extremely happy. Cindy was born. DJ was born. I married Ray. I need 2 more. I don't know. When my grandma gave me her rosary. Number 5. And this is, I don't know, it's when I got the acceptance of the training position of the American Red Cross. Yeah, that was a big one for me. The greatest challenge in my life right now is dealing with pain. Being sincere. That is a challenge. And the reason why I say it's a challenge is because it messes with my psyche. It messes with me as in my moods. It messes with my depression. It messes with my anxiety. And I'm trying to control all of that. And when I can't control the pain, boom, it's all out of the water. So yeah, that is one of my challenges. Where do you feel most safe and loved? Ooh. I don't know. Feel safe in my home. Feel loved? I'm around family and friends. No matter how terrible my days in these... Whoa, hold on. No matter how terrible my days in these 10 things can always make me feel better. 10? Can we make them 13, 14, 15, 16? My children, my husband, my family, my friends, my animals. Yeah. I can go on. What would your life be like if you didn't? What would your life be like if you didn't have? If I didn't have the pain that I live with, I don't know what my life would be like. I would be able to work out. I'd be able to ride my bike. I would be able to work. I would be able to go up and down steps without feeling pain on each step. It would be a different stress. Hi, babies. Come on. You want to go out? Okay. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. The babies are outside. Well, some of them are. So. Oh, I just like pause there. What would your life be if... Okay. I answered that. The pain. If I didn't have the pain. If I could talk to the teenage self, what one thing would I tell myself is... Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Don't worry about what people think of you. Because only your opinion matters of yourself, not their opinion. Never. Okay, I'm back. It's like, where did you go? Yeah, the dogs are knocking at the door downstairs. I probably should take this downstairs. The question was, what would I say to my teenage self? One thing to tell, and it was to believe in yourself. Don't, you know, being a teenage girl, and I shouldn't just say girl, I think your hormones are changing and you're gaining the weight, or you're losing the weight, or your body's changing, and it's today, I think it'd be tougher living today than it was when I was growing up. But what I would tell myself is to believe in yourself, trust yourself, don't worry about what other people think of you. And as the learning disability is to work harder. Work harder. It's okay. That doesn't make you a bad person. And I think that's what I always felt, is that I was a bad person because I had the disabilities. In my reading and grammar and spelling kind of situation. So write the words you need to hear right now. No, they said me. For me to write the words. Can I write the words? Okay. I'm teasing. It's starting to storm outside and the thunder gets to the dogs. I love this kind of weather. Love it. That's why I wanted to go back. We don't get much rain here. Right words. You know what, Jay? You're doing it. And continue doing it. And you're doing okay. You're doing all right. Believe. I'm always needing to remind myself. Always believe. It's going to be okay. What are the 3 things that scare you the most and why? Oh. Failure, but I'm facing that. Not being around family and friends, that's a fear. I don't like being alone. I really don't have a lot of fears. Not able to go back home, meaning moving back home. That's a fear. If I didn't describe a particular challenge or pain, I would have never learned. This is a good question. If I did not have the accident, or the accident happened to us, if I did not have that happen to me, if I did not learn, or if I did not develop fatty liver disease, I would not have learned about forgiveness. I would not have learned about empowering oneself to take charge and say no. I would not have learned to trust oneself, to know what your limits are, and I would not have learned to ask for help. Yeah. Even though this accident has put me in a situation of a disability, it has opened up some other doors, as in my faith has gotten stronger. My love of life is better. I'm not resentful. That kind of thing. What would your life, and don't get me wrong, it's taken time. It did not happen overnight, because depression is ugly. And I still carry forms of depression because of it. So it's not always beautiful. It's tough, believe me. What would your life be like if you didn't have? What would my life be like if I didn't have my furry babies with the chaos and the barking and the chirping of the bird, or in and out of the door like the Walmart greeter, come in and go out kind of situation? They center me. these animals really bring the aspect of, you need to shut up sometimes, Jay, and understand these are gifts from God, and they're relying on you, and you need to be filling your cup and be healthy so you can take care of them. And it's tough because, yeah, because they came from a bad situation. And that's the thing about it. I think what I wanted to get at was, each of these animals that we rescued, majority, 90% of them, was from an abusive situation. And they have trauma, and we didn't know exactly all the trauma. We'll put Paloma in one of them, being shot with BB guns. She has trauma at certain times of the day, like at nighttime. It's horrific. It's Ginger outside. She had to build that trust with us. Let me just see what my babies are doing. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm out of breath. These babies, they get anxious, or they get anxious with the weather that's about to change. Okay. I think the last question I was just on, what would my life be like if I didn't have, and I said the pain. I'm thinking that's what it is. So the next one I'm on. If I had to pick one bad memory or experience you could rewrite the outcome, what would that be, and how can you think of the experience differently? If I had to pick one bad memory or experience and could rewrite the outcome, what would it be, and how can you think of the experience differently? The first thing that came to my mind is the day I got attacked. It was a very dark time in my life, and I made some very poor decisions in my life at this time, and I wish I was healthy so I would have been able to stand up, but I had to hit rock bottom to become who I am today. So I guess we don't want sometimes to change our past because it's made us for who we are. So I really don't like the question, to be honest with you. It's a situation where it's my poor choices that I made has affected not just me but other people. And today I'm better because I learned from it, but these people are still affected by it. So I wish I could have changed that differently. That's how I would answer that. Describe a time when you sabotage a good situation for yourself. Explore why you might have done that. Oof. I don't know. Describe a time when you sabotage a good situation for yourself. Maybe it would be something like an event or a holiday because I felt I didn't deserve to be happy or deserve to be enjoying this. I think that's probably what I could state in that situation. You know, at Christmas maybe I came up with an attitude because it felt too good situation. So if good things are happening to you, be thankful, be humbled, but enjoy them. Don't sabotage it. And I'm being sincere when I say that. That's one thing I have learned. Write about a difficult time in your life that you've overcame, and what are your attitudes of how you overcame it. The difficult time was me going through my separation, getting the divorce final, and making some poor choices of people being in my life, because I was not okay. I was very dark, very low self-esteem, It was ugly. It was a very, very dark situation. And it hurt not just me, but many people in my family. It hurt them. And I am trying, and I think they see it today. I know they see it. Okay, I think that is like, woo, sorry, 3 SD cards I went through. I need to clean up my camera gear. During the tough times, I've discovered that blank helps me the most. During my tough times, I'm being really sincere, is I pray. I pray. I pray constantly. Not just during the bad times. I pray during the good times, the bad times, the mediocre times, all the time. It's just one of those things that, you know, it's just, I'm very thankful for. He does listen. He does hear me. So, yeah, he's there. Believe me. So during the tough times, I've had to learn to pray. Yes, constantly. And you will read one of my blogs. It'll tell you, during a situation, I continually, over and over, said one prayer, over and over and over during that day. It was, yeah, it never left my lips, constantly. When I was in pain, whether it was physically or emotionally, the kindest thing I can do for myself right now is physically and emotionally, the thing I can do to myself is to stop what I'm doing and rest. I've always been the type of person who's always going. And I know my kids can vouch for this, is that I really wasn't able to, I did not allow myself to sit down and watch a movie with them. Because I'm constantly busy. I just kept myself busy. I never learned how to relax. And my kids will say, yeah, she's not lying. And that's the truth. I wish I had learned to sit and enjoy a movie with the family. Back then, I was too busy. I remember back then I would make sure everything was in order. It's that OCD thing, you know, fighting that. Making sure all the fringes on the rug were on the same direction, you know, making sure the parties were, you know, everything was to the special attention. And today it's enjoy the moment. I had to learn that during this difficult time. So the kindest thing is just to sit back and relax and take a moment and not feel guilty for doing that. It goes into the next question. It's sort of funny. What's your biggest regret, and what have you done or planned to make amends? I don't know what the word. It's covered by an icon. Here we go. Amends and or forgive myself. Yeah, I've forgiven myself. I have forgiven myself for the things that I had, my anxieties or my OCD or my depression. You know, one thing I had to come to terms with is that my father was an alcoholic. There is an addictive behavior within his genes that he has, and it carries on with me and with my children. And the addictive behavior can be like the controlling of a situation or environment or oneself, depression. You know, these are things that I'm fighting every single day. And I'm not saying I'm sad all the time. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm stating, is that you have to recognize where your fears are, where your anxieties are, what your triggers are. And when they come up, or that evil monster rears his head, or you're being attacked spiritually, you need to know what to do and what steps to take. And during this process, I'm doing that. So I guess these questions, why I had done these series of videos, is to recognize your triggers. I think everybody has some form of anxiety. I feel everyone has a form of fear of acceptance. And it's learning how to deal with those, or depression. You know, it's not a light subject, and some deal with it more severe than others. And it's been tough. This journey of mine has been tough, but I had wore a mask for many years of that. And when I wore that mask to protect, so people wouldn't see the truth, honestly, I was holding back the real me, who I am today. You know, it comes with age, maturity, and I'm being sincere by that. I'd rather be where my age today than I was in my 20s or 30s. You know, turning the big 5-0 does not scare me. I remember when I turned the big 3-0, scared me to death. I wanted to be 29 and holding for the longest time. But I take it in. I want to know what the next 40 years are going to be like. My grandma lived till 100 years old, and I want to reach that goal. I want to live till 100. I want to share my story, or stories that have shared with me, their journeys and my journey, or testimony. Capture the moment within photography, writing it down. These are things that make me go every single day. So I hope you enjoyed these videos. If you did enjoy these videos on the questions and getting to know me, maybe it might stir something within you. Reach out and say something. Don't be afraid. I will not allow any bulliness happening on my channel. Believe me, I'm strong enough to face that. Yeah, I don't allow that at all. And the reasoning is because you're facing as many demons as anyone else out there. It's just, I'm not going to dance with your demons if you're going to be negative. I'm just stating. That sounds so horrible. I have the tools today. God is with me. I have my shield, my helmet, my sword, my book. So all I can say to every one of you is, it's okay to be different. You know what? I'd rather be unique than the same. Because you were not created to be the same. You're created to be unique. That's the gift God gave you. Empower it, validate it, and uplift others. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. For we just don't know what part of their journey they're on. Thank you. And thank you for your patience. And you have a good